Good morning. It's now about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday the 14th of May. I'm Andy and this is my allotment. The last video was pretty much all about building the chicken run because that was the main thing that happened last week. So rather than show you that again, as I'm going to do a bit on that towards the end of this video, I hope, when I get it finished off, show you the finished article, give you a quick run round the plot and show you what's happening. I've not done a big run round for a while, so let's give it a try. Okay, at this end, this is where we put our potatoes in. These have been in for a couple of weeks. There's nothing showing as yet apart from lots of mare's tail. The way I deal with that is to get hold, pull it out as low down as possible. Don't try and dig it out, it's a waste of time. Square foot gardening bed. The garlic is doing fantastically well. The chard has survived. The lettuce is doing well. Radish is coming through, doing really well. They would have been doing really well if the chickens hadn't got in and dug half them up. Onions underneath here are doing fantastic. I've even got carrots coming through really nicely over there. So, plan for today is fill some of these beds that didn't get filled up with manure up with compost, get the weeds out in the middle there, and just basically more of the same. And also fix this frame because it's starting to get a bit tatty. Second bed of potatoes. Put these in with my grandson the other week, and basically what we've got in here, we've got some shallots at this end, I think it is. Let me just have a look. No, this is Casablanca at this end, shallots in the middle, and one row at the bottom of pink fir apple because that's all I had space for. Fruit bushes, the plan was to move these down the other side of the compost bins, but I've left it too long. There's lots and lots of fruit coming on these, as I'm sure you can see. If I move them now, I've got a chance of losing the fruit. So I think for one more year, I'm going to have fruit bushes where I don't really want them. Strawberries. About time to put the net on, I think. Look at the size of these plants, they're getting quite tall. And there's lots of flowers on them. Some of the flowers have got black centres, which means that they got caught by the frost we had about 2 weeks back. So they won't provide any fruit, so there's no point having those on. What I might do is go around and simply nip them out, save the plants the energy of digging in and getting those sorted. So, again today, I'm going to try and put the black netting on this. I've got some bird netting, so hopefully that'll be fine. One large cabbage plant, which is going to go in for the girls today. Then this manure is going to be spread out. Horsetail, mare's tail, whatever you want to call it, taken out of here, and hopefully sort everything sorted out in here, get some beans in. This bed has got my first earlies in. As you can see between the mare's tail, they are coming through. There's quite a few coming through actually. I think they're all up at the moment, so that's doing well. Nice to see. Garlic and onions, oh, they're ticking along. What can I say? More fruit bushes. This is red and white currants in here. I think this is white currants at the top here, and again it's looking quite nice, lots of fruit coming on it. Not huge fruit when you get them, they're fairly small berries, but they are nice. Red currants there. Raspberries, strawberries and grape in this. Lots of new foliage, lots of flowers, that's really good. And on the other side, raspberries and what I think are either loganberry or tayberries, not sure which. Grandson Jack's bed. A few bits of mare's tail coming through here as well. And the chickens were digging in here last weekend. So, and I found a volunteer potato, so I dug it in there for him so we can have potatoes this year again. Rhubarb is coming on nicely, nowhere near as fast as I was hoping. This time last year it was twice this size, but we have had a weird year to start with, as we did last year. We keep saying every year is a weird year, but never mind. Fruit trees that I repotted last week, as you can see there, there's lots and lots of blossom on the apple. And I've even got blossom on the pear. Now, I've had that pear for about 5 years. That's the first time I've had blossom on it, so I'm very hopeful I'll get something. And then there's the one over there, which is just into the orchard area, which is also got lots of blossom on. Okay, quick run over the other side. I can now walk all the way around these beds. I'll move the other wiring, so it's great. Garlic at this end, looking very tatty because the chickens had a go at this. It was right on the edge of their coop, but they could reach to and get to it, and that's where they had a dust bath at the end of last week when I had let them out. Leeks at the back doing well, a few bits of grass coming through by the looks of it, but they're getting ready for harvesting. This is my son's bed, as this framework was actually the frame for his old bed when he was living at home, so I thought it quite fitting that we give him this one. Leeks doing great, not a problem really. Harvesting these slowly. They are starting to form seed heads. You can see this one, that is a seed flower head, so I need to snap that off and dig that one out, and there's a few of them like that. So when you get those, get them early, take them out, otherwise what you'll end up with is a hard core all the way through the centre of your leek and you won't be able to eat it. So if you see those coming on, snap them off and dig the leek out to harvest it. There's maybe 3 or 4 on there that I can see from here, so I'll get those out. Broad beans, lots and lots of white flowers with black centres coming on. It's early in the morning so you can't really see them properly, but they do look quite nice when they come out. There's a couple on here that need standing up where the clips will come off and so on. Under here, parsnips and some celery. Looking good, got a whole new universal lease of life, so that's really working well. Potatoes in buckets. These are my first earlies, they need earthing up now. If you see this from last week they were just reaching the surface, now they're reaching the top of the bucket. So I'm going to earth them up to within about an inch of the top of the foliage. I'm hoping we've gone past the last frost, although they are forecasting frost in some areas over the next day or so. Under this frame is purple sprouting broccoli, which is purple and sprouting, so I'm going to be harvesting some of that today. And there is also some wayward sprout plants in there, which again I might show you shortly. Or they may actually bolt, because last time I had one of these out it bolted. Quick run into the greenhouse. Now, through the week I decided I'd put up the shade netting in here, which is here. Now, this stuff is dead easy to put up. It simply fastens in on these little clips that fasten into the channels in the greenhouse, and the idea of it is it stops the intense heat of the sun coming in, because as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I've lost quite a few plants to scorch, mainly the brassicas. So since I've had this in, I have lost absolutely 0 plants. Well, no, that's not true, I have lost 1 or 2, but they were bad beforehand. But what has happened is that the temperature in here has been no more than 28 degrees, whereas before I was getting temperatures of 34, 38 degrees, and we have had 28 outside. So according to the car thermometer there was anyway. So overall I think it was the right call to put this in at the moment. It's holding back some of the light, yes, but it's holding back the worst of the sun, so I think we're doing fine. Okay, so seedlings in here doing okay. Celeriac, tomatoes. That seed was a pepper de padron. I don't think that's a pepper seed looking at it. I'm not sure what it is, but it does look like celeriac, to be honest. Looking at the seed leaf there, look at the seed leaf from there's at the end, it looks the same, so I'm thinking it's a spare celeriac seed that's dropped in there. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Right, so we'll carry on. Not sure what happened then, I think I hit the wrong button on the screen. Under here we have got sweet corn. Now I'm very pleased with these. The first lot of sweet corn I sowed in the paper pots, probably too early. I got 1 out of 22 germinated. These out of 32 I've got 29 germinated. So both the same variety, both from the same company, incredible F1s. That's really good. These are all my replacement brassicas. Because the brassicas I had before were in seed trays like this, there's not a huge amount of soil around them to protect them. I thought I'd try them in these, as I was recommended to me to use bigger containers to put my brassica seeds in. And so far it seems to be working. I've got cauliflowers under here, I've got calabrese, I've got Brussels sprouts, I've got all sorts under here. And they all seem to be doing quite well at the moment. They've got much bigger, much faster than the ones I grew before, so I'm pleased with that. Now the bottom down there, got some, what's those? Oh, those are courgettes, raw escrew courgettes. Wasn't sure if they'd grow, so I planted 6 seeds. Of course I've got 6 plants, haven't I? I've got some butternut squash in there, which I think is Hunter, I'm not sure. There's 2 coming through, but they've been waiting for a long time. The back of that are sweet peas, they're nearly ready to go in for going out. Over this side, we just climb past all the junk. The remains of the brassicas that got scorched, I've got maybe 3 or 4 that have actually survived. Then under there, I've got some more sweet peas at the sweet corn at the back, of which only one's come out and isn't looking particularly brilliant. The roots are trailing a long way out of that paper pot, so I wouldn't use paper pots again for sweet corn because it's just not working. And then in the front there, different varieties of pumpkin and squash which are doing nothing. I think I put them in too soon. Some lettuce there which is ready to go out, that's probably going to go out today. Some kale, some catmint, yes I know, more kale, and some odds and sods of bits in here. I've got all sorts of things in there. I've got some basil, some red sorrel, all other things, spring onions, the lot. Just a tray to put some junk in really. And then those at the back there are mostly scallop, petit pound scallops and a gold courgette. Last year I tried gold courgettes, got absolutely nothing from them. This year I've got one plant. Let's see how it does. Right, in the mini greenhouse, tomatoes at the back do absolutely fantastically well. They've been potted on a while back into individual pots and they're doing really good. These here need to go into individual pots. They're going to be done probably today, tomorrow. Some more things here, some couple of little cucumbers at the front which need to go into individual pots themselves. Then down here at the back we've got climbing squashes, red curry. At the front, oh, I've actually got movement. Right, these are munchkin pumpkins. Now I was thinking these weren't going to come out because they were planted at the same time as the curry. And look at them compared to them. Just shows it's just a waiting game. Then down here we've got beans. These are French beans, bush beans, not climbing beans. I thought I might be able to save 4 of the climbing beans that got frosted. They didn't look too bad, but they've all died. So that's where we stand inside here as well. Probably going about 10 minutes now, which is enough for anybody to watch me prattling on. So I will finish this here and I'll get on with building my greenhouse. No, I won't. I'll get on with building the chicken run, and when I finish with that I will come back and show you another video. Just say again, thanks to everybody who's subscribed. I still can't believe that I've got to the level of subscribers I have so quickly this year. I got 300 in the first 3 years of doing the channel and 200 in so far this year. In fact, in the 3 months this year. So that's absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet but you like what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button. You can keep up to date with what I'm doing, see how things come on, get updates on the chicken run. We're getting some new chickens soon, so you'll see those. We'll have beehive updates. We split the bees last week because they were ready to swarm, which is a natural thing, but we didn't want them to swarm, so we made them think they had swarmed by artificially splitting the hive. Might show a bit of videos on that at some point. I'm not certain how it came out. We've also got the inside of the greenhouse to clear out, and then the tomatoes and the framing for the tomatoes to go in. There's lots to see, so if you do want to see any of that and you're interested in what we're doing here, or just curious as to how we're getting on, hit the subscribe button. Please comment. If there's anything you don't like, please tell me. Tell me there's something that I'm doing wrong. I get the occasional thumbs down on videos, which is okay, it's not a problem. I just like to know what it is people don't like about it so I can change it. Anyway, enough for that. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye for now.